What up, what up, what up? Peace, love, and happiness, everybody. This is Bishop Grady, Editor-N-Cheef. This is Bishop Grady, Editor-N-Cheef of Black Fox News. Now, when I started this media platform about 5 years ago, I knew that this would be a platform for the people. My intent was to inform my misinformed community, the black community, the hip-hop community, the knowledge community, the conscious community, the truth-seeking community, the artist community, about events that were going on at the time. At the time, this was when Edward Snowden released the detailed information about the National Security Agency and the programs that the government had to surveil us. I realized how mainstream media was covering it, and that they were trying to purposely mislead the people and take blame off of that current administration in order to, I guess, preserve democracy, if you will, preserve belief in the establishment, preserve trust in government. But the reality is that we were being taken advantage of, not only by our government, but also by our mainstream media outlets. In doing this, as the years have gone by, I realized that media is more important than ever before. I mean, in the age of social media, you see that we're actually forming towards a platform where everyone is the media. You know, everyone with a camera can be a media person. You could be a reporter. You could be a snitch. You could be a cop. This self-surveillance system has permeated our culture so much that it's not much to even be a media person. But there's a danger to that. There's a lot of misinformation out, especially when it's propagated by the traditional mainstream media outlets. Even if it's not done advertently, misinformation is bound to happen. We're actually at the point where we can no longer rely on mainstream media and on government to take care of us. We have to provide for ourselves. So how do we do that? Well, media is a big part of why they're even able to do what they do. When you want to know what the weather is going to be like outside, you turn on the TV, you look at the news. When you want to know what politicians to vote for, you turn on the TV and you look on the news. Or you go on the internet, you go to your favorite news outlet and you look up who's running for what. If you want to know what is fashionable, if you want to keep up with, you may have saw an accident or traffic, or you want to know what companies should you buy certain products from, you turn on the TV and you look at the media. And if not the media, you look at the commercials and the companies that are sponsoring this media in order to find your information and what you want to find out you should invest your money in. The danger of letting that be in their hands is that we don't get to determine we don't know who these people are. They legitimately do not have, or most likely do not have, our best interests at hand. I'm taking it upon myself, with the help of my community, to bring us all together so that we can create our own media society, essentially our own commerce, our own country. We need to know what companies have our best interests in mind, and these are the companies that need to be promoted. Hence why I do commercials. I include promotion for other companies, clothing companies, beauty product companies, in order to so that the people that are already tuned into Black Fox News, they can be put on to good products that are aimed to keep them all natural, keep them healthy, keep them organic, while simultaneously building them and preparing them for a better life, while simultaneously allowing them to trade and build with each other, so that we can build our own community without having to rely on this matrix infrastructure that's already been set up for us by white supremacist powers. So I took it upon myself to take a stand for my community and say that we will no longer be misinformed about what's important, whether it's on a local level, whether it's on the national level, or on the global scale. We will now be told the truth. But I needed a hip way to do it. So I fused the hip-hop that I already do as an artist with the knowledge that I was already accruing as just in a person that has a vested interest in the outcome of this country. Now, in doing this 5-year journey of Black Fox News and creating my own media outlet, as you can see, I've put out a few broadcasts where I actually rap about all some of the current events that are happening on a global scale. Things that I know my people are misinformed about on a regular basis, or may not even be informed about at all. In time, I've seen us finish coming from a presidential regime where there have been the most prosecutions against whistleblowers and investigative journalists than ever before in history. And now, as we go and head into a Trump regime where he attacks media and has attacked media on the daily basis, we're in dangerous times. It's dangerous times for investigative journalists and for truth seekers and for truth sayers. So this media platform is a huge deal. It's ever more important that we take advantage of our ability to create media and to inform the people around us about the workings of this country, about the deviance of our the so-called leaders of this country, our politicians, our CEOs, or community leaders. These people need to be held accountable. And even bigger than that, we need to be able to hold ourselves accountable and strengthen our own community. Now, if you've paid attention, if you've been following blackfoxnews.com or Black Fox News on Facebook or YouTube, you will see that we are pretty consistent with our content. We have hundreds of likes and subscribers and tens of thousands of views. Now, in order to do this, we need to turn it up. At the end of the day, I've reached a point. Even you've seen my broadcast, you've seen the countless stories I've done on from Keith Lamont Scott to Troy Ave, from African Bambaataa to marches on Eric Garner. You've seen that we are on top of news that is affecting our communities on a pertinent basis, but now we need your help. There's equipment that's needed. There are people that are needed to be hired. At the end of the day, the amount of energy that this project requires, it's something that we have to dedicate our lives to. My life is already dedicated to it, no problem. But I can no longer ask for people to change their lives for favors anymore. The level we need to take it to, it requires a lot of time and energy and money. There's promotion that needs to be done. There's travel that needs to be done so that we can be on top of these news stories that are hitting us on a regular basis. So if you look at the link below, you will see that there is a GoFundMe link, and it gives you an opportunity to be a part of this journey, to be a part of the next major media outlet that's representing the people, that's representing the hip-hop community, that's representing the artist community, the black community, the underprivileged community, the community that's always silenced whenever it comes to mainstream media. We now have a voice. BFN is that voice. So please go to the link below and please donate to our Black Fox News GoFundMe page and allow us to serve you. This is Bishop Grady signing out. Peace.